It's chicken coop clean out day. And in this video, I want to show you how I clean it, why I only have to do it once a year, and how this makes my garden thrive. I've been raising chickens for over 6 years, and last year I decided to build myself a new luxury chicken coop that has some special features that make cleaning and maintenance really easy. I only have to clean their coop out once a year, and you may think that's really bad for the chickens, but it's actually by design. And before I made this chicken coop about a year ago, it's a little bit more than a year at this point, I was able to clean out my chicken coop relatively easily. But this feature right here, which I'm actually going to be using for the very first time today, is this drop down clean out door, which I'm able to just lower this down. And we've got some of it here because they were kicking it over. But now I'm going to go grab my wheelbarrow. I'm going to get rid of some of this stuff right here. But I have this flap, which I'm now able to grab and just fold it over right into my wheelbarrow and just pull all of this in right into my wheelbarrow. And man, this is gonna make it so easy to clean out this chicken coop. And the reason why I'm able to be successful is because I'm utilizing the deep litter method. And the name pretty much describes itself. The way that it works is you just start with a very small base layer of some sort of bedding material. And I love to use the hemp bedding from Eaton Pet and Pasture. And the reason why I love hemp versus pine or straw or wheat, other types of beddings, is because it's extremely moisture absorbent. It can absorb multiple times its weight in moisture. It's also going to absorb any of those harmful odors, and it doesn't have any tiny holes or anything that bugs, pests, and mites can live inside, which can negatively affect your chickens. So we start off with that beneficial base layer. It becomes home to beneficial microbes, which are naturally going to be populated from your chickens dropping their manure in here, from them pooping in here at night as they're roosting. And every day or so, I just come out with some new hemp bedding and sprinkle it on top of their chicken manure, and that's it. And over time, as you can see, it just builds up and up and up. And now that our deep litter box is full, it's finally time to clean it. But you still might not be convinced. You're like, hey, Phil, that seems pretty nasty that your chicken poop is going to be in there for over a year. And it's like, yeah, but if you do it right, it's actually kick-starting the composting process, which has a lot of benefits as well. If you're using the right material, it pretty much does all the work for you, and there's actually no harm to the chickens. It can actually help regulate the environment in the coop even better. Once winter comes along, since I'm cleaning the coop out in the spring, by the time winter gets here, I have a nice thick layer built up, and it's actually helping to insulate the bottom of the coop when the temperatures get cold. And also, now I have a ton of material which I can use and mix in with all of my garden scraps and waste that I'm accumulating from the garden over the year to make some amazing compost that I'm going to be using and putting back into the garden. So it allows me to be more sustainable, keep everything on the property, and all of these amazing materials are going to be eventually inputted into my garden, and that's why I seriously believe that it is just thriving. Learning how to keep that loop closed is extremely important to me. It's something that I've been working on for a long time, and I'm continuing to take steps every single day to get to where I actually want to be. But it's pretty amazing to see. I have created an environment that is ideal for our chickens. They can walk around their whole area in their chicken run. They have a wide open chicken run that's a couple thousand square feet. We let them out into our grassy area where they can forage for bugs. They can dig in the mulch underneath our fruit trees and shrubs, and sometimes they even break into the garden and eat some of our produce. I'm actually providing them a lot of our kitchen scraps and garden waste, which they're eating, which helps make their eggs more nutritious. So we're growing the garden, we're feeding our chickens, the chickens are then pooping, we're making compost, and it's going right back into the garden. And seeing this closed loop system actually function, it's amazing. It really is amazing. to show and see that it's truly possible. And I figured, why wait to make the compost pile? Just do it at the same time. I've already got all the scraps. And that's the benefit of having the materials in bulk. I've got some garden waste and grass clippings that I have ready. It actually already started composting because it already feels hot. And then I'm just taking the manure right out of the chicken coop and putting it and making a huge compost pile. And now it's starting to rain. It's like right on cue because this bedding is actually really, really dry. And as I said before, it can hold a lot of moisture, multiple times its weight in moisture. So I actually need to add some water to this pile in order to get the composting process going. Because the four things that you need is air, water, carbon, and nitrogen. We're adding that carbon with the hemp bedding. We're adding nitrogen from all of our garden waste, as well as the chicken manure. We've got oxygen as we're going to be mixing this pile, and then we'll get some water naturally from the rain. So 2 other things that I did to make this chicken coop really easy to clean. In order to do the deep litter method, you need a litter box, much like a cat. So I installed a deep box and utilized vinyl flooring, sheet vinyl flooring that I got from Home Depot, which creates a nice structure. It holds in all of the bedding, and the vinyl is just really easy to clean. The bedding is literally just sliding off of it, which allows me to easily move it into my wheelbarrow. And I can even just take my shovel and it just slides right around the bottom and I can pull it out. I mean, thinking of these things ahead of time and how you're going to use something on the homestead before you go and build it makes a huge difference. I mean, granted, I had 5 years of experience learning what to do before I got here, and now that I have this, I am so happy that I put the time and money into it. And what I'm doing is just alternating layers of garden waste and chicken material, that chicken bedding, because we want to do the best we can to mix it all together. We want to mix the moisture, the nitrogen, the carbon, and once we get a good ratio, it's really going to start to feed the microorganisms that are required for the composting process and break all of this down. And you don't have to worry about weeds or weed seeds or any of that because this compost is going to get hot and all that is going to get cooked and make it unviable and destroy harmful microbes and pathogens, and you're going to have an amazing compost at the end of this whole process. So we're pretty much all cleaned out. And the one thing that you don't want to do when you're utilizing the deep litter method is take out all of the material. You actually want to leave some of it inside of the coop because over the time that the hemp bedding and the chicken manure has been in the coop, they've been building up a population of beneficial microbes, which have been working to start to break down all of the material. So if you were to take everything out, you would lose all of that and would have to start back over again. So I actually left some of the material in here, and before I go ahead and open up a new bag of hemp bedding to put down, I actually just want to spread out what I have and just cover the bottom of the chicken coop to help kickstart that process once again. And we're also coming into the wet season since we're in spring, and the chickens aren't going to be able to dust bathe as well. They might be bringing in some mites and some fleas. So one thing that I'm going to add to refresh the coop is another product from Eaton Pet and Pasture, Revitalime. And what this is going to do is help kill any of the pests that they bring in. A lot of them are going to be invertebrates, so if they were to become coated in this lime, it's going to prevent them from being able to breathe, and we're going to kill off all of those mites or fleas, any of those harmful pests to the chickens. So I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle this all in here. And if you're familiar with using lime in your garden as well, it's actually going to help to balance out the pH of the coop and reduce any of those odors. You've probably heard gardeners say that the lime sweetens up the soil, and if you smell it, it actually does smell pretty sweet. So this is going to help to reduce those odors as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and do myself a favor and apply a nice layer, and I'm going to do it right. I'm going to jump in here, but that's one of the reasons why I made this coop so big as well, so I can just easily get in here. And I'm going to make sure that I get this lime on the roost as well, because the mites will actually dig into and hang onto their skin on their legs, and you can actually see if they have a really bad case of mites, you could see their like layers of their skin on their legs start to like flare up, and you'll see like this brown stuff on their legs, and that's all mites like digging underneath their skin on their legs, and that can be extremely painful and even deadly for your chickens. So putting this lime on the roosts can really help to alleviate the mites, because this is where they're going to be sitting and roosting and sleeping, and it could really potentially help them if the mites get really bad. And as I said, with it being the wet season and then not being able to clean as well, this is a step that I'm definitely going to take. So the old bedding is spread out. We put some lime down to help our chickens alleviate any pests. And the last thing that I want to do is what I'm going to be doing every single day or so until I need to clean out the coop again, and is that take some hemp bedding, some fresh hemp bedding, and we're just going to go ahead and cover all of the chicken manure that we see, so that way we can capture all that moisture, all those odors, and start that composting process. And that, my friends, is what it takes to do the annual spring cleanout for the chicken coop. Well, that's going to sum things up for today's video. And if you're already raising chickens, I hope this video provided you some perspective on what you can do to minimize the amount of maintenance. This whole process took me about 30 minutes. And once a year, that's huge. That's like no time at all. For me, it's actually easier to just dedicate a day to clean out the chicken coop and make a batch of compost rather than coming out here every 2 to 3 weeks. I don't even know, because this is literally the only method that I know. So maybe my opinion is a little bit skewed. But for doing this over the last 6 years, this method works absolutely perfectly for me. The maintenance is so simple. I'm getting so many benefits out of this process, from our chicken eggs to recycling our garden waste to making some amazing compost to feed our garden. It's just so beneficial. So if you're raising chickens, yeah, I'm finally getting to the point that I'm getting to. So if you're raising chickens, I hope this provided you some perspective to maybe look at things a little bit differently, or maybe upgrade your coop in the future. Try the deep litter method. I love it. It's absolutely amazing. And if you wanted to try any of the products that I was using in my chicken coop, like the hemp bedding or the revitalized lime, I'll definitely put links down in the description, as well as my discount code for Eaton Pet and Pasture. I've been working with them for a long time. Great company. Should definitely go check them out. And if you're raising chickens and not composting, you should start. And if you're raising chickens and not growing a garden, you should start. And if you're growing a garden and not composting or raising chickens, you should start. They all go hand in hand with one another. It's such a beautiful system, a beautiful cycle. And doing all of these things just has led me to live a better, happier, and healthier life. And that's the goal for me for Earth Nails and Tails, is to be able to provide all this information to you, so that way you can do the same thing. And as always, thanks for coming along with me on this one. I'm just happy to kind of just like take you along on the process and kind of go a little fast and loose on this video. So let me know if you like the style down in the comments. A little bit different than what I've done in the past, but you know, it was pretty fun. Got to clean the chicken coop out. You get to see how gets turned into gold. And we learned how to make some amazing compost for the garden along the way. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I can't wait to see you next time.